Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Look at me, I'm here with WIP and Chat. It's been quite a while. But I actually had some things that I wanted to talk to you guys about. I was even good and I wrote some things down. Normally I just wing it and I forget everything I want to talk to you guys about. So I actually wrote some topics down, and yeah, I am working on this kit from Diamond Art Club. Angel Dream by the artist Evita Works. It's around 56 by 71 centimeter. This one isn't attached to any of the events that are happening in March. I've already finished my kit for Mermaids and Magic, which I will have a post review up on that one later this week because I am so in love with it. I can't wait to share my thoughts with you guys, especially because it's from a new to me shop and it's one of the shops that was on my 2023 bucket list. So very excited about that. And then I wanted to work on this one this month. And again, it's not tied to any event. It's just a kit I wanted to work on for personal reasons. And I thought I would share my accessories, and then we'll kind of get into things I wanted to talk about. So I'm using a tray here from Tori's Diamond Tools. I have a new pen. I haven't even shared this in a small shop haul just yet, but I really wanted to use this pen. This is from Peachy Keen. You guys know I love their pens. I'm using the Clover scent from Excuse Me Designs, but I'm actually switching between that and a 4-placer with plain white wax because this kit, I'm not quite sure. I don't know. I'm having a hard time getting drills to stick with the 7-placer with the putty from Excuse Me Designs. So I also have a 4-placer going with just that plain clear wax. Let me pick a color. Let me get some drills going. These accessories don't necessarily match this kit perfectly, but I knew I would be working on this one over the St. Patrick's Day holiday because this kit is very confetti heavy, so I don't think I'll move through it as quickly as I would like. But my grandmother passed away on St. Patrick's Day, so I like to do, I like to honor her a little bit, and I thought it would be appropriate with this kit. And yeah, I can't believe this year is like, I think I was a junior in high school, or was I in my senior year? I can't quite remember, but she passed away that St. Patrick's Day. I think it was 2000 and I have to ask my sister. I can't remember if it's 2007 or 2008, but either way, I can't believe it's been that long. She was my maternal grandmother. We call her Nanny, and she was just the best. Her and I used to craft together and paint together. We used to go to Michael's and get those little ceramic, I don't even know if they still make them, but you could buy little ceramic pieces and paint them. And that's what we used to do together. And we used to watch movies together. So I feel like I get a lot of my hobbies and favorite things that I like to do from her, which just makes me really happy. Her name was Bessie, which, tell me a better name. Bessie. So yeah, that's why I chose these St. Patrick's Day themed accessories. I have not done my St. Patrick's Day nails just yet, so I apologize. You're looking at these ugly pink nails, but it's so appropriate that she passed on a holiday because she was so over the top. I don't know. Costume jewelry, if you have grandparents or you're from the older generation of everybody just kind of wore gaudy costume jewelry. She never gave that up. She had jewelry for every holiday. St. Patrick's Day, she would just be decked out in all of her green with her pin and her earrings and necklace. She loved being over the top about stuff like that. She just loved to celebrate everything. So it's kind of appropriate that she passed on a day that her family's well, Nanny would have been decked out in green today, so I need to get decked out in green. Even though it's a sad day and you don't want to do it, it kind of makes it have to be a happy day because you know it's something that she would want. So yeah, that's what's up with my accessories that don't really match this kit, but there's green, so I feel like it matches. Oh, and where is this cover minder from? I think this shop closed, actually. I think it was Lavender or Lilac Dragon. I'll see if I can find it. I'm pretty sure they closed because I went back to look at their shop and I couldn't find it. So I'll have to go back. I purchased this minder for a particular kit, so I know it's listed in the description for that video. So I'll try to figure that out. And if they are open still, I will link them. But all right, let's get into some more fun stuff. But I just wanted to mention my nanny and shout her out because she was the best. So I have been sick the last few days, so if you can hear it in my voice, I finally am starting to feel a little bit better. I was actually home from work Thursday and Friday sick, and it was awful. Like, I hate being out of work that long. Like, I work IT for a school district, so I do a lot of work on Chromebooks and computers and stuff like that. And there's obviously more than one of us. There is a team, but we all kind of have our own types of specialties, if you will. And there is somebody else who will do some of the things that I do, but I just know going back tomorrow on Monday is just going to be awful. I've avoided my emails, which is something I never do. I check my email all the time, and I just couldn't be bothered, especially when I was home for that second day in a row. I was like, this is going to be a nightmare, but oh well. And we have a big project starting tomorrow, which I was able to like prep for. Everything is done. We just have to actually go do the thing. So I have everything ready. It's just going to take so much time away from the stuff that I know I'm behind on now. So I'm kind of stressing about it, but it is what it is. I don't know. I hate being out for multiple days in a row unless it's like summer vacation where, you know, obviously there's no students or teachers there, so it's really laid back and we can kind of just go at our own pace. I know it's only March, but if you work for a school district, then you probably know that this is like, you're basically already at the end of the year. Like, I know school ends in June here, but you're basically at the end at this point. So, but it'll be fine. We'll get through it. And then we're expecting a huge nor'easter Monday night through Wednesday, like through Wednesday morning, I think. They're calling for like 18 inches of snow, which we're probably either going to have a snow day or a virtual day, which means that said big project will be pushed back, and that'll be a nightmare. And then I can't remember if it was Monday or Tuesday, I came home to a jury summons in my mailbox. So I could be on jury duty the week of March 20th, which is not my favorite thing. I like true crime and stuff like that, but I live in like a village outside of our big city. I mean, the big city, like the capital of New York. So, which is where I would have to go for jury duty. So the idea of driving there just really stresses me out. And I've never taken like public transportation before, like the bus. I've never done that. So I don't know. I don't know. I have to call next weekend and, you know, we'll see what happens. But I was called, like I was selected to the jury a few years ago, like my number was called, but then they go through and like, they question you about certain things. And I actually knew one of the arresting officers. He was the stepdad of one of my best friends when I was younger. And the judge was like, okay, you're excused. thanks but no. And that actually counted as me being called. So I haven't been called for jury duty since then. So I don't know that that would get me out this time though, because I don't talk to that person anymore. We just kind of grew apart as we got older. So I don't think that would work for me anymore, but we'll see. So, you know, the idea of we probably won't be in session on Tuesday, which drops down to 3 days to get this big project done, because on Friday there's no school for students. It's a professional development day. And then me potentially not being at work at all the week after. It's just like, I just care about my work. I take pride in what I do, and I like things to be done. If it's a project that I've been handed, like this is, you know, you're running ahead on this, I want to see it through. I want things to be done my way. And I know that that probably sounds like kind of bitchy, but I work with all men. There are not any other women in my department, which isn't unusual for IT. I feel like it's a very male-dominated field, and I love them. Like, I work with really awesome guys. They're great, but no offense if there's any men watching, they're just not organized at all. Literally, like zero organization. So I like to organize our projects, and I know that if I leave it to them, it's just going to become a big old mess, and I'm going to get upset. So I know that sounds like I'm a control freak, but when my name is attached to something, I guess I kind of am. But whatever. It's going to be what it's going to be. I mean, I didn't ask to be called to jury duty that week, so, but we'll see what happens. I guess I could just not be called. That would be really cool. I'd love to call in next weekend and then be like, we don't need you. But I doubt that would happen. So that's that. Let me cross some things off. Sick, jury summons, impending snowstorm. Okay. I don't know if I can stretch this out into like an hour long. We'll see what happens. I have to film the rest of this week's videos today, so I don't know if this will be a full hour, but I'll do my best. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, then you probably would have seen a post I made on Friday on my story about a comment that I got on one of my videos. Now, that video was my monthly kit down, which is a new video I started doing this year. And I talk about the books I read the previous month, and we kit down all of my finishes for that particular month. So this went up, I think it was last Monday's video actually. And I read a lot of books in February. I actually read 33 books, which is more books than days in the month. And somebody commented, I don't have a picture of it, so this is just me from my brain, so it could not be accurate, but it's more or less accurate. Somebody commented that they couldn't believe I read that many books. Don't I keep a house? Do you ever clean? I don't understand you people. And I was like, okay, like, fair enough. However, I don't really need you to leave a comment on a video that I make saying something like that. So I responded, and, you know, maybe I was a little bit sassy, but I was kind of annoyed. I was like, who are you? Like, and my response was, yeah, I do clean. I also have a full-time job. This is just how I choose to spend my free time. Basically, like, don't watch if you're not interested. I've asked many times if adding in book content to my channel is something that you guys are interested in. And most of the response that I've gotten has been yes. Like, I feel like a lot of us have similar interests. A lot of us diamond paint. A lot of us like to read. And if it's something that you're not interested in, just don't watch. Like, I don't have my YouTube channel as an income. Like, my channel is monetized. I make a little bit of money off of my channel, which I don't feel like is wrong because I spend a lot of time on my channel. I make these videos, so I have to sit down and film them. I don't edit a lot, but there are times where I do need to edit and I need to, you know, cut some things or add in pictures, or, which we all know I'm awful at adding in pictures, so I apologize. But, you know, I do have to do a little bit of back end work, and then, you know, making thumbnails and doing your descriptions and stuff. It's not a lot of work, but you still have to take some time to do it. So I do make a little, like, when I say a little bit of money, I mean like a little bit of money. But I feel like that's fair because this isn't a job for me. It's not like, it's definitely not a part-time job. I don't spend that much time, but I do work for this, you know, and I make purchases, so I have things to share in videos. Granted, are those purchases I would make otherwise? Yeah, probably. But there are times where I'm like, oh, I haven't, oh, Jesus, as I throw my pen around. You know, there are times where I'm like, I haven't done a small shop haul in a while. Maybe I should see what else is out there, or like what's new. You know, there are times where I do that. So, I don't know. I was just kind of annoyed with that comment. And I didn't, obviously I think that came through in my response, but I wasn't trying to sound like nasty. But maybe just don't comment. Like, if I come across a video that I don't love, or there's nothing that I want to say that's constructive or kind, like, just don't leave a comment. I mean, thanks for leaving a comment because it counts towards my engagement on my channel, so that helps me. But I don't know, I guess I just don't understand. Like, I've never gone to somebody's video and just left them like a rude comment. Just don't. Just be nice. It's kind of like, I feel like when you're younger and people tell you, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. Can't we just, doesn't that just apply throughout your entire life? So, you know, I sent it to my boyfriend and he was like, what? And then I posted it on Instagram, and, you know, people were nice. You got a lot of you that follow me over there message me, and, you know, nobody told me I was in the wrong for responding, but it just has kind of been sitting in the back of my head, and not because I'm letting it fester, or like I'm not letting it bother me all weekend or anything like that. It's just the idea that people just have to say something. If you don't like it, you don't like it, and that's okay. I'm sorry that I read a lot. I don't have children, which isn't by my choice. So, you know, it's winter. What else am I doing? I'm hanging out at home, you know, doing my chores, cleaning my house, and then I diamond paint. And it hits a certain time at night where I'm done diamond painting and I go sit down and read. So what's the problem? I don't know. Whatever. Maybe just be nice. I guess that's all I wanted to say. Just be nice. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And let that be. So if you are not interested in my book video, which is, at this point, it's just one video a month where we dekit, and it's just so I have something to talk about, because I hesitate a lot to do these longer videos because I can never, I don't feel like I'm interesting enough to talk to you guys. Like, I don't have a crazy job where interesting things happen. I don't have kids that I can tell you funny stories about. I am a homebody. I prefer to be home and be alone other than my boyfriend. So I don't know. If you don't like it, then let me know and I will stop. I don't have to do that video. But I do get positive feedback when I do that type of video. So it's something I enjoy talking about. And as long as it's something that you guys enjoy watching, I will keep it on the channel. Now, I did want to, kind of tying into that, let me cross that off my list. Talking about books. Now, I have mentioned before that my channel is a diamond painting channel. I am not going to 180 you guys and have a completely different focal point on my channel. It's Diamond Paintings by Laura. So I will be diamond painting and talking about diamond painting and things related to diamond painting. But you guys know that I love small shops. I like making purchases from Etsy and other small business places. I like supporting small businesses. So I was wondering if you guys would be interested in other, like, focusing on small shops that have other items. So I do my small shop videos for diamond painting accessories. I should have one of those coming soon-ish. I have a couple of orders that I'm waiting on. But I do have a couple of orders from other small shops for like jewelry, bookmarks, stuff like that. And I was wondering if you guys would just be interested in seeing like small shop hauls from Etsy, just things that I pick up. One of my favorite things to do when I'm not diamond painting or reading is to just scroll on Etsy. I just love seeing what's out there. People constantly amaze me with what they're capable of doing. And I did place a couple of orders this weekend. So before they came in, I was like, well, let me just ask. So are you guys interested in seeing other small shop items from non-diamond painting stores? If that makes sense. Hopefully that makes sense. So particularly what I'm waiting on is I have a necklace coming, I have a keychain coming, and I have some bookmarks. So just curious. And my feelings will not be hurt if you tell me no, because that is fine. You could just say no, and I will happily open the packages by myself the second they come and not wait to film a video. No problem. Just thought I would put it out there. But rest assured that my channel will remain focused on diamond painting. If for any reason, I need more glue dots in this pen. If for any reason I wanted to start sharing something else, I would just start another channel. Because YouTube doesn't usually like when you kind of step out of your niche anyway. You know, like I've kind of established as a crafting, diamond painting channel. So if I completely changed my content, they wouldn't push my channel out anyway. So what would be the point? So yeah, that was my question. I think that's actually everything I had. Where are we? 23 minutes. Not long enough, but that's okay. Going back to the book thing, I just dropped a drill. I understand that people read at different speeds. I, for whatever reason, read very quickly. I'm gonna fill this again with this clear. It's been so long since I've used a floor placer. I, for whatever reason, read very quickly, and I read a lot of books. For instance, last night I sat down at about 6:30 maybe, by the time I was done making dinner and stuff, and Steven and I were in the living room because we were watching the World Baseball Classic. I sat down with a book and by 9:30 I had finished it. I just read quickly and it is what it is. So if I'm averaging 1 book a day, then yeah, I read a lot of books. I don't average 1 book a day. I just finished another book and it took me 3 days to finish. So I purposefully carve out time to read. It's one of the things that I really wanted to focus on this year because I felt like I was focused so much on diamond painting that I would diamond paint until I couldn't keep my eyes open. And it's like, what are you doing? Like, go sit in the living room with Steven or go lay in bed and just read and let your mind relax before you go to sleep, which is another thing. Like, I was trying to make it a point not to be using my phone so close to bed because they say that can, I don't know if that's true or not, but they say that it can help you sleep better if you're, taking more time away from your phone, which I don't sleep anyway, so that's another problem. But I don't know. I guess it's just like everybody reads and does things at their own speed. It kind of comes back to diamond painting as well. I'm able to finish diamond paintings rather quickly. I do multi-place, and I feel like that is a big component to that. But also, the longer I've diamond painted, I've just learned not to be so crazy particular. Now, I do obviously want my diamond paintings to look nice, but I'm not as nitpicky as I was when I first started diamond painting. Like, I don't have to lay every drill down perfectly. So I think a lot of people just assume that it has to be perfect, and it doesn't. So I think that also contributes to how quickly I diamond paint. Because if something's a little bit off, it's not going to stress me out. I'm just going to be like, yeah, oh well. It is what it is. So we'll see what happens this month. I have this kit, which is more confetti heavy than I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be more like color blocking confetti. I started this on, let's see, today's Sunday. I think I started it Friday, and I have 2 sections done. Hopefully I can get this section done today in between cleaning, because I do that. The laundry's done. I just need to fold it and, little odds and ends before the week starts. I like to get things picked up because, to be honest with you, I don't want to do it when I get home from work. So I tend to clean on the weekends and then pick up as needed during the week. So, but anyway, I do have a 3rd kit that I would like to work on this month, which is Simple Country from Diamond Art Club for the Chuck Along. It'll be like an unofficial entry into the Chuck Along because I'm not doing like the weekly update things, I think is, if that's still how they do it. It's been a while. But who knows? We all know Chuck Pinsons, if you work on them, are very confetti. So I just was kind of hoping that this would be a little more color blocky after working on that Jaded Gem Shop kit, because that one was pretty confetti heavy. But I think that is her specialty. She likes confetti, so her kits have confetti, which is good. I need to be more, I don't know, I feel like I've gotten into this comfort zone of diamond painting where I only want to work on rounds, and the more color blocking, the better. Which I feel like also contributes to being able to complete them quicker, because I just do rounds faster, and color blocking with a 7 or a 10 placer, you just kind of breeze right through it. So I need to make it a point for April to pick a square kit. I have not worked on a square drill yet this year. Isn't that crazy? I think this is my 8th diamond painting of the year, and they've all been round. So I definitely need to make it a point to pick a square kit. I probably won't though. I'm just kidding. But we will be doing another Plan My Kits with Me at the end of March. I did that in December. We planned January through March. So at the end of this month, we're going to do April through June, I guess it would be. April, May, June, yeah. I'm looking forward to that. You guys really enjoyed that video. I got a lot of positive feedback, and a lot of you were like, please do this again. And I will be doing it again. I'm excited. I think it's a good way to share out the events that are happening. Because I know a lot of you don't do Instagram, and that's where I find it easiest to keep track of what events are happening. So yeah, we'll be doing that at the end of the month. I have no idea what I want to work on at all. So that'll be good that we can do that together. And yeah. Where am I at? Did I make it to 30 minutes yet? 31 minutes. Is that where I want to leave it? I don't know. I don't have anything. I don't have anything else in my brain. I was going to say it and I was like, that makes me sound so stupid. But, you know, it's fine. Oh, I'll end with this. So, if you guys know Brie from Painting with Pitties, two things I want to say. First off, she just opened her Etsy shop where she is selling handmade cover minders. If you saw my small shop spotlight last Wednesday, she sent me a few items to share with you guys ahead of her opening, and she did open this weekend. So if you haven't checked her out, please do. I will leave the link to her Etsy shop down below, and I may or may not have ordered another minder during her grand opening. She just has some really, really cute items. And I love that they're handmade minders, so they are different from a lot of the minder shops that are out there. I feel like you see a lot of the same minders in different shops, which is totally fine. You guys know I love my cover minders. I have a very large collection. But there are some shops that just have the same minders. But Brie's are all handmade out of polymer clay. I think she sold out of her resin paw prints, if I'm not mistaken. So I don't know that there's anything resin in the shop right now, but she does have resin items. But yeah, the clay minders are just very cool, very unique. So I encourage you to go check them out. But Brie and I have a group chat with Lexi from Lexi Sparkle Crafts. No, that's her Etsy name. Lexi Sparkles, I think, is her YouTube. And Brie sent us pictures of Stanley cups, which, you know, here is Stanley. She was at Target and she sent us a couple of colors, and I saw them and I was like, oh no. So of course I went to Target's website and they didn't have them. And I was like, this is a good thing. It's good that they don't have them. Well, then I was scrolling through Instagram, I think it was last night, Saturday, minding my own business. And I come across one of those like Target pages. There's some people on Instagram that have their platforms like highlight things at Target or whatever. And they had a picture of the end cap and they're like, coming to target.com on Sunday, March, is today the 12th? Whatever. And I was like, dang it. So this morning, I wake up confused from the time change because I totally forgot it was daylight savings. So the clock in my bedroom said 6:30 and I was like, 6:30? It's Sunday. Why am I awake at 6:30? And then I grabbed my phone and my phone said 7:30 and I was like, what's happening? And then I was like, oh, right. Daylight savings is a thing. So I clear my head. I'm like, okay, it's 7:30, whatever. And of course, first place I go, Target app. I pull up Stanley 40-ounce tumblers. And there they were. Did I buy 2? Maybe. It's fine. This is why I'm on a diamond painting no buy, so I can spend my money elsewhere, right? So I texted Brie and I was like, dang it. Did I just buy more Stanley cups? Yes, I did. And I was like, thank God for that diamond painting no buy. In my defense, I'm one of those people who need a cup no matter where I am. So I have a work cup, I have a car cup, I have a bedside table cup, I have a cup for this room. But do they all need to be Stanley cups? No, they don't. But does Stanley need to keep bringing out all these really cute colors to tempt me? I guess. Plus, oh my gosh, I need a new glue dot. Plus they're like really bright, summery, pretty colors. I don't know. I'm a mess, guys. This is why I can't have adult money. I can't have adult money. Okay, I'm gonna leave it on that before I embarrass myself further. But anyway, thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I think Wednesday will be an unboxing. I think it's been a couple of weeks since I've done an unboxing, and I still have some Diamond Shop kits to share with you guys. So I think we're gonna have a Diamond Shop unboxing on Wednesday, and my Jaded Gem Shop post review will be Friday. So hopefully I can get all of that filmed today for you guys. But I guess if I'm probably gonna have a work from home day on Tuesday, I could probably do a little filming then, but we'll see where everything ends up. So again, thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your continued support with my channel. So many of you leave me such nice messages or comments here, and you message me on Instagram, and to have people, even just people online, those of you, I shouldn't say just people online, but even people online who take the time out of their day to just message me and they want to chat, it means a lot to me. And I view all of you as friends. So thank you guys so much. Always feel free to shoot me a message anytime. I love talking to you guys. I'm slow though. I'm slow on responding to comments and messages. I have this like aversion to my phone. Like I'll see a pop-up and I'm like, yeah, I need to do that. And then I'll go do something else, and it will just completely go by the wayside that I have a message. So if I haven't responded to your comment yet, just know that I will, I promise. I try to respond, at least like or heart your comment, and I do my best to respond to everything. And then same with Instagram. I am always trying my best to stay on top of that. So again, I will say thank you. I hope to see you back on Wednesday for an unboxing, and yeah, have a great week, everyone. Thank you so much for watching. Bye.